Next up, Second Minister for Law Edwin Tong. He pointed out that colonial-era bungalows, which are more than 100 years old, require significant retrofitting. Mr. Tong said that makes maintaining the black and white bungalows even more challenging. Incoming tenants often have to spend money to upgrade the unit, to raise it to a standard that's livable. And this limits the pool of potential tenants. Rebecca Mateo with more.
These bungalows may lack air conditioning, water heaters and cooking hobs and may have been empty for some time. They also enjoy conservation status, which requires tenants to follow guidelines on retrofitting, and they enjoy the benefits of the retrofits only for a limited time.
There is therefore a need to find a tenant that is prepared to invest capital to upgrade the unit to meet modern-day amenities. Except that the benefits of these investments can only be enjoyed for the duration of the tenancy and take on the risk of a higher rental price to renew or not renewing and writing off the costs of the capital expenditure altogether. This limits the pool of prospective tenants for black and whites.
This is the case of the two properties on Ridout Road leased by Law Minister K. Shanmugam and Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan. To make these properties habitable, the Singapore Land Authority engages an external consultant who have experience with heritage properties to assess the state of the property and work needed.
While these works are done in periodic cycles, where practical, SLA tries to do them in the lead-up to a confirmed tenancy, to avoid existing tenants, and also to ensure that the costs of these works can be recovered from a prospective tenant.
For 26 Ridout Road, work that was needed for structural and other items cost some $515,000. Work done on the roof and other parts of the property over at 31 Ridout Road cost some $570,000. Both ministers also bore the cost of additional improvement works that went beyond what SLA normally carried out to prepare a property for rental. They rented the properties under direct leasing, where the marketing agent received offers directly. While the identity of the prospective tenant is known, the valuer who assesses the guide rent has no sight of it.
SLA has to know the identity of the prospective tenant in order to process and assess the bid. But the SLA Valuation Department and the SLA valuer who assessed the guide rent on number 26 Ridout Road did not know that the prospective tenant was Minister Shanmugam. As CPIB has established, the valuer did not even know that Minister Shanmugam and SLA had settled on a rent of $26,500 per month. She had assessed the guide rent not knowing the identity of the prospective tenant or what the rent was the rent he had already agreed to pay.
Mr. Tong says the guide rent is benchmarked against the private residential market based on market conditions at the point of rental and other aspects of the property like its gross floor area, living space and condition of the property. As black and white bungalows are difficult to lease out despite being part of Singapore's heritage, Mr. Tong says SLA has been studying ways to better manage them. This includes looking at the feasibility of longer leasehold periods of 30 or 60 years in an estate en bloc. This would allow a private developer to act as the master leaseholder and rejuvenate the entire estate. The current maximum allowable tenancy term that SLA can grant at any one time is 3 + 3 + 3 years.